Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2023. Jesus, I never thought I'd see that day, but here it is. I'm seeing it. And I wasn't going to make a video, and then I said, well, I should say Happy New Year to everybody so I could open my window and welcome the new year and the back door, which I don't have, so I opened the front door to let the new year, then 2022 out, you know, that old thing. But I want to wish everybody a happy new year, and I hope that you have a great year for 2023, and that you have health, and I was going to say wealth, but it seems like none of us can get wealth anymore because it's so expensive for everything, food, everything, but that's depressing. Let's not talk about that. So what are we going to do for 2023? I think we should just have fun. I'm going to try to have as much fun as I can and laugh as much as I can this year. And I'm just going to override whatever I'm going through at that time, whether it's physical, health-wise or mentally. Just going to let it ride. I'm just going to have fun. I just want to have fun. And some of the things that are going to happen or might happen, is going to happen. Hopefully it will happen. Coming up, this is January, and I changed my insurance company, so I've got all kinds of stuff to do for that. I got to change my what do you call them, drugstore, where I get my prescriptions. I've got to get all that changed with doctors, and just a nightmare of stuff that I hate to do nowadays. And I need a haircut. It was flipping out, so I figured, maybe I'll have little ponytails. So I got my little ponytails, and this will probably be the last time you ever see me in ponytails. I just never got around to getting a haircut. I hopefully will get a haircut in January, this month, very soon. And so that's for January. February, I will be celebrating my 78th birthday. That's February. And then in March, I'm going up to the What the Hales barbecue that they're holding at Otter Creek, Florida. My girlfriend Deb, we got to get her healthy because she was going to go with me to the Camp Boggy Creek this coming weekend, but she's not doing very well. She's not feeling well. So we got to get her healthy, and she's going to go with me to the What the Hell's barbecue. They have a channel, a YouTube channel, if you want to watch it. It's called What the Hales, and HALES or E dollar bill. And it's very interesting. I mean, they almost do a podcast or a little note almost every day, and they do all kinds of crazy stuff. And I love it. I just love it. And I love them too. I don't comment. I comment once, I think, when Jeremy took his helicopter into the Grand Canyon, and I wrote and told him that when I did that, my knees and my teeth were chattering so bad that you couldn't hear the helicopter because all you could hear was my knees and my teeth chattering. It was something. It was something. I don't regret going, but I would never do it again. And I would never walk on glass over a canyon like that. I am just too scared. I'm just too scared. So, I'd have a heart attack now, but this is when I was younger, not much younger, but younger. So that's going to be for March. And then April is going to be a lot of planning for, the first 3 or 4 months, we're going to do a lot of planning for the cruise in May. which is, I think it's May 7th through the 15th or something like that, or yeah, something like that, Sunday to Sunday. So I've already got some wood in the fires, or whatever it is in the fires. I got things going, but I need to. There are other things I've got to get organized, and I think it'll be a good time. I have no idea how many I've lost with Naomi being sick and with COVID, and then she fell, and she then now has family, but she's going to be back to work tomorrow. So I will be speaking with her, and we will start start organizing things there. So I do know that it's going to be a good time. And just to let you know, I'm going to have a wheelie. So I'm going to be wheeling all around the ship, and I'm going to get there a lot faster than you guys. So you better watch out. I'm going to know who's naughty or nice. But we're going to have, we'll have some events, and I think Naomi's going to help me with them. Or if Nancy is going to be my cabin mate, so I'm sure she would volunteer to help me too. No doubt in my mind she would help. So, there's things that I want to plan on the ship, like a meet and greet at the beginning, so we all can introduce ourselves. And then at the end, I want to have the last night after we finish dinner. Maybe we can have a little get together up on the deck before we get to, because the last night we're packing and all that, but once you pack and all that, there's not much going on Friday night. But I thought we'd all get together and say our goodbyes and stuff like that. So that should be a really fun time. And if you haven't got plans for a vacation and you'd like to go on a cruise, this is one of the biggest ships, and I will have some videos on that. So stay tuned, and I'm going to be going over the ship and everything in more detail. I've read up on some of it, but I need to sit down and get myself organized on that. So we know what we're doing and what the ship looks like. And it's easier to know the layout of the ship before you go on a cruise. So so it'll be easier than trying to. She came to say Happy New Year too. Yeah, she was up with me last night too. Let's see. So that take care of May, and then the rest of the year, I don't have any plans. I'm just going to do stuff. One thing I do have planned is to do the Sophie's Universe blanket. Here we go again. Please go. Please. Okay, so I'm going to do the Sophie Universe, and I see this basket here. I've been collecting yarn. I haven't decided on a color palette yet. So I have and I haven't, But every time I look at a tote, I find some different yarns that I want to use. So that's just some right there that I am contemplating. So I have to, this week I'm going through totes, and then I'll make a decision on what colors that I want to use. But it'll have, that's teal there, and greens and teals and pinks and rose reds and all kinds of different colors. So we'll see how that goes. The other thing that I have a passion for is refurbishing bags and making boho bags and bags out of out of jeans and stuff like that. And also, I want to do some quilting. I like to do some quilted bags. I would like to do some quilted placemats. Maybe some quilted baby blanket. I don't want to go big because I think I would get too frustrated. So I'm going to stay small. God, she's driving me crazy. But I have a stack of stuff over here that I need to do, that I'm going to be working on here very shortly. But far, I have to say that 2022 was, I didn't get COVID, and I'd get little viruses and stuff, but nothing real serious, no pneumonia or anything like that. Had tests for, whether something was cancerous or not, everything. Some of it didn't work out, but we've got to keep an eye on it. And so just the aches and pains of getting old, baby, getting old. And, up till now, I might have more aches and pains. But now I've got meds and somebody to look after me, and they're going to take care of me and make sure I'm comfortable. And that's all I want to be, is comfortable. Like right now, if I go to stand up in the kitchen to do anything, my lower back and across my hips start to hurt so bad. And but as soon as I sit, there has to be a compression somewhere. And of course my weight doesn't seem to help it at all. And I know that. But it's just something that I just can't do. I can't walk. I can't exercise. Man, if I was to lift a leg right now, I'd probably break a bone. So, you know how it is. All of you ladies that are my age, you know how it is. It's just a pain in the butt is what it is. So I've just trying to get some things organized here. I've been going through the stuff I got for Christmas on our exchange and putting them away, and projects that I want to do, and I'm still not organized. My house is still dirty. My clothes are still dirty. My kitchen is still dirty. And I've got projects wrapped all around my chair in the living room, so everything is normal. Isn't that great to start the new year out normal? But anyway, so that's about it. I am having problems crocheting with this carpal tunnel and these sharp pains going in my hand. But I did another hobo bag like this one, but it's pink and blue. Pink and orange, because orange, cream color, salmon colors like that are my favorite. Anyway, so I have another one of those in the other room, and I'm getting ready to do a strap for it. And but I did one piece one night, and then I did another piece the other night, and then I did sides one night, and now I'm going to do the strap. And then sewing them together, that doesn't hurt. But sewing doesn't hurt at all. So, and then today I'm going to look into what I have to do to make this bag that Estelle yarns. This is the pattern, and this is the yarn, and it's different. So I thought I might look at it and see read up on the pattern, and want to do something different, And I've got stuff that I made for Christmas that I didn't get out to people, and I know I got 2 Damn It dolls, and I can't remember who they go to. If you're the ones that won those 2 Damn It dolls kits, I guess I could go back and look at Jaxie's. I think I could go back and look. I've written it down somewhere too, but I end up having like 4 or 5 different notebooks plus pieces of paper, and whatever's the closest to me I pull and I write. But it's got to be somewhere here. I mean, it took me 2 weeks to find this book because I couldn't remember where it was. And this has all my passwords and stuff in it, and I was a little shook up about that. But I finally found it, and it was behind the couch. Now, how it got behind the couch, I'm blaming it on Abby. I know she did it. She pushes everything off. She crawls up here, and she doesn't like it. She just moves it out of her way, and it's on the floor. And I'm sure that's where half of the stuff goes. So anyway, I am going to take one of my favorite bags from Debbie that she made, and I am going to put my new project in here. So I'm all ready. I'm going in the living room. I'm going to take this dress off because it's the only clean one I have, and I might need it tomorrow to go get my hair cut. At least I'm going to try. So anyway, that's all I got. 14 minutes, man, that's good. And what else? Oh, I'm just real excited about the girls going to Boggy Creek. I just think that's so exciting. And we have some giveaways that they're going to be doing um, on live there at Boggy Creek, from what I understand. I'm sorry that I'm not going to be there and not. I'll have to watch it on the video when they post it. But I have 3 cups, 3 Boggy Creek cups, like this, that they're going to choose from the people that gave blankets. I have 3 of those that I'm going to be shipping out, and then I thought I'll do a Billy bag, and maybe I'll do my first quilted build. Not my first. I've done the quilted bags, but I'll do more of a nice bag quilted tote for you. But this is from Debbie, and I'm all ready to go into the living room and start checking it out. So anyway, I hope you all have a nice, restful day. I know tomorrow is a federal holiday, so if you are extending your holiday to tomorrow, enjoy, get some rest, start your new year out right, be kind to people, and be patient. Don't be in a hurry. Nothing's going to get away from you. Nothing's going, just be patient. I know people just don't have patience anymore. And especially if you're in an office and, you say, and I always say, hey, take your time. I got all day. I even got tomorrow if you need it. But anyway, be patient. I guess it's time to take my cards and stuff down, huh? I might leave it up for a little while. I'll wait till I feel like it. And then when I feel like it, I'll take it down. How's that? That sounds good, doesn't it? I like the lights, to be honest with you, on it. But anyway, I like it. Okay, everybody, have a great day. Have a great week. And I'll be seeing you soon, I hope. Well, I will, for sure. Just hang in there. And I hope you like my new hairdo. I made it up myself. What's not to like, right? Bye, everybody. And I want to thank you. Before I forget, and I hate that when old ladies have lipstick in their creases. Okay, but I want to thank you. I want to thank all my subscribers, the ones that have been with me for 4 years. You know, this is my anniversary. I forgot to tell you. Today is my anniversary. I have the note right here, and did I write it? Yeah, 4-year anniversary. And I didn't even tell you. 4 years today, I started my YouTube channel. And there are all of you. I have read your stories over the holidays that you wrote me. I've read your emails. And I figured I did not want to do this, but I did it. And I'm glad I did, because if you affected one person, it was worth it. And from the emails that I've gotten from ladies, it said, I didn't have any crochet anymore. I hadn't, crocheted in 20 years. And then I accidentally ran across you, and now I'm back crocheting. And because you can. And I have to quote somebody else that said this. If you've got yarn and if you've got a needle, maybe I said that. If you got the yarn and a needle, you can make anything. You can make anything. You just let it flow. I mean, sometimes I've picked up a skein of yarn and a crochet hook. I don't know what I'll make, but I'll sit there and start crocheting something. I like this, And then I try different things like, what is it? What is it called? Herringbone. Where you have a bracket, and then you crochet the yarn on it, and it makes a beautiful blouse and stuff. But there's so many different techniques out there, and so maybe you might say, hey, let me try this technique. Like, I'm going to try macrame. I've never macrameed. I don't think I have. If I did in high school or something, I don't remember. But I don't try to not to remember too much about high school. But anyway, just to try something new. So I'm going to try macrame. And thanks to Deb, for she sent me, I had been wanting to try it, but she had sent me this kit, so I'm going to be working on that. And just pick something new. If you don't like crocheting, that's not the only craft in the world. And knitting is not the only craft. And knitting is the same thing. You pick up those needles, you read. Now, I'm going to advise somebody, and I know that people aren't doing this, but I'm just going to advise you. What made me a better knitter is I would go and find a not a pattern, but a stitch, like there was the butterfly stitch, let's say, and then I would sit there and say it has six chain, say six. Say it had, you had to cast on 6, and your pattern was 6 stitches long, right? So I would do 12 or 18 or whatever to make, say, like a scarf, and I would repeat that pattern for the whole scarf. And that's how I learned to knit. And I found that it was easier to knit larger projects like, sweaters and, ponchos, whatever, blankets, whatever, is to know how to do these particular stitches, because eventually you're going to approach it. That stitch is going to show up in a pattern somewhere. So it's always so that you don't get confused, and then because I hate having to rip out a knitted project. I hate it. I hate having. I notice I'm doing a linen sweater, let's say, and I've been working on it for like 2.5 years. It's on really tiny needles, and I had dropped a stitch, and I had to learn how to go back and pick those up, and I did it with a crochet needle. Went and picked up those stitches so I got up to the row that I was on, and I hate it, and I see it every time I look at it. And then I was thinking about frogging it and just forget it, not make it, because I've had it for 2.5, 3 years. But I said, nope, I'm going to finish this year. Come hell or high water, I am going to finish this sweater. It's it's linen. It's a bit, the yarn was very expensive, and I've had it, and I need to do that. And if you have and this Laura from Mad Mimi Crocheting, Knitting, Farming, whatever else she does on her show, she brought to my attention last night when we were all celebrating the new year together, that, what was it that she was telling me? Where was I going with that? Oh, when you get that marabelle, when you get a nice wool or alpaca, beautiful yarn, please save it for your knitted projects, because they are so beautiful. A knitted hat with that is just gorgeous. And you'll see knitters, like Chevy is a knitter, but Chevy would never take, or a lot of her friends that knit, and I mean, they do beautiful artwork. I mean, gorgeous artwork. You would never see them take acrylic and make a beautiful piece like that. They just never would do that. So plus your blocking and all that stuff is important in knitting. I hate to block. I even got that sweater that I knitted still sitting in there, and I haven't blocked it. It's sitting on the mats, that you pin. God, I'm running on. I'm sorry. I'm babbling like a brook, and I shouldn't keep my mouth shut. But anyway, that's the way I feel. And I think, that's something when you have beautiful, I got this beautiful yarn from Crystal for that box, that I won in that raffle. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous. And I'm sitting there looking at it and looking at it, and I said, I have to do something beautiful with this. And I haven't found it yet, but the right thing is going to hit me. And I'm going to take that yarn and I'm going to make something really gorgeous with it. And it's just, it's mind-boggling how they pay a lot of money for this yarn that they use. And Crystal, to put that in the box for me, just, well, I was just dumbfounded. I thought, oh my God, I have got to really find something gorgeous for this yarn. And of course, you can get more mileage out of this of knitting than you can crocheting. But that's just how I feel, and some of you might too. So I don't know, but that's just how I feel. It's just too beautiful yarn. It's just gorgeous yarn. I was speechless. And when I got off that video and I sat there and I looked through all that yarn again, and I thought, there's not a bad skein in this whole box. I was speechless. Speechless. Well, you know who's here. What do you want? Do you want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye to your fans? Tell them to have a happy new year. Tell them to say happy new year. See her blue eyes? Oh, she's got some pretty blue eyes. She does. She's my baby. She's such pretty blue eyes. Oh, yeah. She's something else. Say goodbye. I hear a purr. Is that a good purr or a bad purr? Is that a good purr? Huh? Okay, Abby and I wish you a happy new year, and we will see you soon. Right, honey? Right? Little hateful thing. She's something else, I'll tell you. She's just like a woman. Bye, everybody.